This was up north. I got a parking fine up north. I panic park, you see. I get to shows late and I just leave the car wherever's near. M42, that'll be fine. Just leave that there. So this one, I got up north. So yes, I did a subject access request. Got an email from someone called Steph, who wrote, Mr. Lycett, I've passed your email onto the Freedom of Information team, as if they have a whole team for information. That means one person, and by that definition, I've had sex with a team of people. Hopefully, they'll be in touch with you soon. Steph. Now, I didn't like that word hopefully. I thought that was vague. Could mean next week, next year, could mean anything. So I went back to bloody Steph, didn't I? I said, Steph, sadly, hopefully, doth butter no parsnips. Which is an old Victorian phrase. Trying to bring back trending, basically. I don't know, hashtag butter parsnips. Come up with a hashtag in your own time. Can I have an email address for the person you've contacted at the FOI team? My lawyers would like to contact them directly. My lawyers do not exist. You have been very helpful, and hopefully you won't get caught up in the forthcoming. I thought it was vague enough as a threat. It could mean anything. Could just go and glass the woman, couldn't I? Just go and glass her. She replied, Mr. Lycett, I'm not sure what you mean about buttered parsnips. I have CC'd in the FOI team who will advise. Then I got an email from someone called Colin, who I imagine talks like this. Hello. Wanking as he wrote this email. Hello. Mr. Lycett, your request is very broad, and so I have assumed you only want information pertinent to your recent parking fine. Pertinent? Get in the fucking bin, Colin. I imagine that's the moment he jizzed. Pertinent! Just like so pleased with himself. Attached is the evidence we have, which is a photograph of your car clearly parked in a taxi rank. Here is that photograph. There it is. Very blurry for a start. Was that this weird chalky thing that had been written on the side window? Not good enough evidence, that isn't. There's no evidence of an actual taxi rank there. Wouldn't stand up in court, and I would take it that far. I do nothing in the days. So I went back to bloody Colin, didn't I? I said, Colin! When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Is prickish enough for a kick-off? I see that your evidence is nothing more than a picture of the words taxi rank written on my car. I would argue this evidence is insufficient. I also put P.S. Apologies for the delay in replying to your previous email. I'm currently on the Costa del Sol. I provided evidence of this. Just attach this picture. Did in my bed in Birmingham, didn't I? Colin replied, Mr. Lycett, in order to reverse the fine, you'll need to provide evidence your vehicle was not in a taxi rank. That's bullshit legally, but I went back to him anyway. I said, Colin, evidence supplied. I was actually parked on the moon, as you can see clearly here, just attached. That one there. Did that on an app on my phone in 10 seconds. Mr. Lycett, I've cancelled the fine. A victory for the common man, I would say. Bless you. And then SodaStream got in touch. Slipped into Mummy's DMs, didn't they? Hey, Joe, we're a big fan and we'd love to send you a SodaStream machine. I bet you would, you slut. In return, we'd love a post on your feed or stories to help spread the message. They also put, P.S. Please be aware, we currently operate on a gifting basis only. This means they won't give you any money, they'll just give you a free SodaStream. I went back as myself to this, very enthusiastic. I said, hi guys, I need a new SodaStream actually, because the last one stopped working after 11 hours. Gave my address, and within a few weeks, a SodaStream turned up with the caption on the side of the box, why yes, it's sparkling water. Who the fuck says that? I said, it's arrived. I like to write scripts for my Instagram posts, so they're absolutely perfect. Do you mind taking a look at it? They said, hey, Joe, reading this makes us bubble over with excitement. Fuck off. I hate that so much. I'm angry now. Feel free to send your script over. We'll be happy to have a look. I said, it's a work in progress. Any feedback, welcome. Internal, Joe's kitchen, day. We open on Joe with a can of non-branded cola. He cracks it open excitedly, takes a sip and recoils. Joe, yuck! I just hate the bubbles. He spits out the cola. I just hate these bubbles. But you know what I love? My SodaStream. The camera pans to reveal the SodaStream. If you love fizzy drinks but hate the fizz, try SodaStream.
They said, Joe, are you having some bubble trouble? Fuck off! If you could explain the story a little more, that would be sparkling. Bubbly best. Team SodaStream. I feel sick. I said, oh, silly me, I'll write up another script and get back to you. And then I said, I've had another pass, and I've tried to incorporate the tagline on the box as well. Let me know. Internal, Joe's kitchen, evening. We open on Joe with a can of sparkling water. He cracks it open excitedly, takes a sip and recoils. Joe, yuck! He spits out the water. I just hate these irritating little air spheres. But you know what I love? My SodaStream. The camera pans to reveal the SodaStream. Now remember the caption on the side of the box? Why, yes, it's sparkling water. I put, yes, why is it sparkling water? Now, they've been replying to these messages every sort of half hour up until this point. At this point, they didn't reply for a whole day. At one point, I was like, I've beaten them, I've got a free SodaStream. And then after 24 hours, they replied with this. Hey, this looks sparkling. We love it. They're playing at my own game there. And Mummy doesn't like that. And in a panic, I said, oh, well, fantastic, I'll get working on the video. And then I thought, I can't do a video for SodaStream. That goes against the whole principle. I'm not going to do an advert for SodaStream. So I wrote to them again, and I said, I've just realised in the script I sent yesterday, the slogan's all wrong. I've rewritten the script and would like to film tomorrow. Please, could you approve the below? I then consulted with a friend of mine who said, Joe, they've backed you into a corner here, and you need to go, and this is his word, nuclear. Internal, Joe's kitchen, evening. We open on Joe with a mystery drink, taking a final sip. Joe, here I am with my favourite drink. Close up on the drink. Joe, it's cum. It's fizzy cum. Why, yes, it's sparkling cum. They said, we wouldn't recommend putting anything other than water in your SodaStream machine. Why don't we revisit script 2? I said, to be honest, guys, I wish you told me this sooner. I think my machine is broken. Can you send me another one? Angling for another one straight away. They said, please could you provide us with some information on the machine issue? We'll talk to our sparkling specialist. I said, I might be wrong, but I think it's clogged up with jizz. They said, do you have a photo or video of the issue? To send to our specialists? I said, I actually have a video of how it happened, but I don't want to get banned from Insta. You going to send me a new machine or what? They said, unfortunately, without being able to identify the issue, we're unable to send you a replacement machine at this time. I said, I'm telling you now, the issue is the machine is 100% clogged full of cum. Please inform your specialist. They didn't reply to this message. I got a free SodaStream.
Let's talk about another bank that I'm in trouble with. I'm actually in proper trouble with this bank. This is the Royal Bank of Scotland. Right, so Peter worked not for RBS, he worked in an RBS building in Pigeon Park in Birmingham, if you know it. He was working in an office space in this building. And I went into that office with him last summer. And as a result of that, he had to write a letter of apology to the manager of the building a few days later. And I'll just read to you that letter. He wrote, Dear Sir, I am writing to explain the incident in your office and offer my sincere apologies for any involvement on my part. I invited a guest to the building to show them a project we had been working on and benefit from his expertise. What had actually happened was we were on the piss and he had a bottle of wine under his desk. At security, he was asked to enter his name for a guest pass. I did not see what he typed because I was dealing with some emails on my phone. They get you to type in your name on a fancy touchscreen as you go into the RBS building. I didn't want to do that. I was feeling silly. So what I did is I just typed in the first 2 words that came to mind, which happened to be rhubarb bikini. I don't know why. There was a short discussion between my guest and the security guard. This is where the security guard quite rightly said, "What's that?" And I said, "It's pronounced Ryan." And he said, "It's spelt rhubarb." And I said, "Yes, it's Irish." Then a pass was printed and we were allowed into the building. Here is that pass. Subsequently, an image of the pass appeared on social media. I put that on Instagram with the caption, "Someone broke into RBS with the pseudonym Rhubarb Bikini." The minute I discovered this, I asked for this image to be removed, but I appreciate by that point damage had been done to the reputation of the business. It got about 10,000 likes. I offer a full and sincere apology for this. Regards, Peter. He was taken in for a disciplinary a few days after we did this. They slid this pass over to him and said, "Do you know this man?" I just love the idea of him going, "That's Rhubarb Bikini!" A few weeks later, I received this letter to my home address in the name of Colonel Rhubarb Bikini. Full disclosure, that's because I've opened an account with RBS in the name of Rhubarb Bikini. Here's me opening the account. Colonel, I went with Colonel, I thought that was funny. Are you known by any other name? No. Born in North Korea, living with parents. He's lived a life. He's lived a life, old Rhubarb. They ask you to fill out a form when you've opened an RBS account to say, is there anything else that would have made your application experience better today? I thought about that long and hard, and I put, yeah, a hand job would have done it, actually. A little hand job would have taken the edge off, really.
Very sleepless night that night. Wasn't sure if I was in deep shit. Wasn't sure if I was going to get arrested. I didn't even know if anyone was going to show up. And then I woke up on the morning of the 26th of September last year, and this happened.
This is the Queen's Peak Pride.
Gay everywhere, gay everywhere.
Absolutely buzzing.
2,000 people showed up. The most amazing day. Most amazing day of my whole life. There were roller skating performers, there were costumes. Someone made this ridiculous costume. I'm hoping Alan Sugar's in there. The unicorn went up and didn't suffocate a child. They all loved it. Local businesses did big displays. This is Enki, it's a toy shop and bookshop, and they did this big pride display in their window. If you look at the book at the end there, it's Daddy, Popper and me from the No Outside. Isn't that lovely? They also did A is for Anal in there. They went, that's so nice. Isn't that lovely of them to do that?
So by Pride only sponsoring one of the letters and ignoring the other letters, I felt like they'd done a disservice to the community, so I wrote them a letter. Dear Barclays, you probably know why I'm writing you, bitch. You sponsored Tom Daley to go to Pride, daft bastard. Actually, it's great that you're sponsoring Pride. Pride is an LGBTQ+ event. It's about celebrating all of those letters and all the different types of identity that they represent. It's about people who are into kinky stuff. It's about some stuff that a lot of the people who work in your bank would find really weird. It's not just about a particularly attractive gay diver who you can use to improve the perception of your brand. So I'm writing to ask if you'll sponsor me, not to go to Pride, but to one of the less airbrushed events. I want you to sponsor me and my friend Paul Chuckle to go to the Folsom Fetish Festival in Berlin. It's a festival for people who are into leather and being tied up and wearing costumes. I went a couple of years ago and nearly got wanked off by a unicorn. I've mocked up a sample Instagram post. Naturally, the real thing will look much worse. Bob's your Uncle Joe Lycett. Now, Bless you. That pasty photo came in handy, as you can see. Very useful there. Not had a reply from Barclays. I did send them another thing. I sent them a painting I did of Tom Daley. I'm not thrilled with it because I don't think it looks like Tom Daley, but I fucking nailed that hand, didn't I?